Welcome to this week's assembly in our series on Peter. We've discovered that Peter was one of Jesus' really good friends. He spent a lot of time with Jesus, he saw him do miracles, and he began to realise that Jesus was really God's son. In our first assembly, you might remember we thought a bit about friendship. Here are some children telling us what they think makes a good friend. See if you agree.
What makes a good friend? Someone that likes playing with me. Someone that chats with me. Someone that helps you when you're sad. Someone that you can trust. Someone that is kind and won't let me down. What do you think?
So I wonder, are we all good friends? We like to have friends that will stick by us and help us, don't we? Here are some questions to think about. What would you do in these situations?
What would you do? You're playing football in the garden with your sister. You kick the ball and it goes into the greenhouse and breaks the window. What would you do? Would you go in and tell your parents straight away that it was your fault? Go in and say that it was your sister's fault. Make up a story that a bird flew into the greenhouse. Your mum asks you to help tidy up, but you're busy playing a game. What would you do? Would you forget all about it? Say sorry to your mum and go and help. Tell your younger brother to do it. You promised your friend that you would play with him, but then you went off with someone else. What would you do? Would you not notice that your friend was left out? Tell someone else to play with him. Go and say sorry and play with him next time. So, are you a good friend? Can your friends rely on you?
Last week we heard how Jesus washed Peter's feet and then they shared a Last Supper together. At this meal, Jesus had given Peter some sad news. Let's read from the Bible. Jesus said to his disciples, "This very night all of you will run away and leave me. For the scripture says, God will kill the shepherd and the sheep of the flock will be scattered." Peter spoke up and said to Jesus, "I will never leave you, even though all the rest do." Jesus said to Peter, "I tell you that before the cockerel crows tonight, you will say 3 times that you do not know me." Peter answered, "I will never say that, even if I have to die with you." And all the other disciples said the same thing. Today, we are in a courtyard in Jerusalem, near the high priest's house. We are here because Jesus has been arrested and is on trial. Peter has come to wait around here, hiding in the shadows where he might be out of sight. Let's look at what happens next.
Peter and the rooster. Matthew chapter 26. We've already learnt that Peter went everywhere with Jesus. He was one of his helpers and Jesus was his friend. "I will never leave you," Peter said to Jesus. But Jesus had told Peter, "Tonight, before the rooster crows, you will tell people that you don't even know me 3 times." Then the soldiers arrested Jesus and took him away. Peter was scared. He watched from a safe place. "You were with Jesus," a girl said. "I don't know what you're talking about," Peter replied. Another person saw Peter. "This man was with Jesus," he said. "I was not," said Peter. "I don't even know him." More people said, "You were one of Jesus's followers. You talk exactly like him." "I tell you that I don't even know him," said Peter. Then he heard a rooster crow. Then Peter remembered how Jesus had said, "Tonight before the rooster crows, you will tell people that you don't even know me 3 times." Peter went away and cried, as he knew he had let Jesus down. Peter was sorry he hadn't told everyone that Jesus was his friend. He had let his best friend down. But later, Peter would get chance to put it all right. We'll find out next week.
So, I wonder how Peter is feeling now. He's let his best friend down. How would you feel? Let's read from the Bible again. Jesus turned round and looked straight at Peter. And Peter remembered that the Lord had said to him, "Before the cockerel crows tonight, you will say 3 times that you don't know me." Peter went outside and cried bitterly. What a sad event this was. What could Peter do now? Well, Jesus was arrested, he was going to die, and Peter had made a terrible mistake. He had no way of saying sorry. But next week we will discover some happier news. So what can we learn about ourselves from this event? We too will make mistakes, won't we? We sometimes let our friends down, even though we don't mean to. But we can say sorry. We can ask for forgiveness, and we can have a new start. And we'll see if that's what happens with Peter next time. See you